And welcome to this week's version of Chris's Corner. I'm Fox News meteorologist Chris Higgins, and let's get you caught up to date. Sorry we're running a little bit late. I was out of town over the weekend doing some military duty, but we have some active weather certainly to talk about as the weather pattern has changed significantly. A large dip in the jet stream over the nation's midsection. You can see here on the water vapor imagery that dip. But it's part of a splitting jet stream. The northern branch will take back control up there across Minnesota and the Great Lakes, while the southern branch has a low pressure system developing in it, and that low looks like it's going to cut off. Now, the models have really been hemming and hawing about this over the last couple of days, flipping back and forth. My general consensus, as far as my opinion here on this, is that this time of year, low pressure systems do like to cut off, and they do not necessarily like to become progressive, which means this low will cut off and remain hanging around here over the Midwest for a good part of the upcoming week, at least through Wednesday or Thursday. You really get a picture of that with the upper level wind pattern. This is a storm track, the 500 millibar heights and vorticity, and you can see the low out here over Oklahoma and Texas this evening getting ready to cut itself off. Let me put this in motion now as we go through time, and you can see we close off the isobars, are actually, if you want to be technical, the iso heights at that level. But the main jet stream remaining well to the north across the extreme northern U.S. into Canada and then into the northeastern states, while this low gets cut off and stuck just to the south of St. Louis. Now, the various models have it in different locations, but this is as good a shot as any right now, and it does look like we're going to be dealing with this low pressure system pretty much just to the south of St. Louis for much of the upcoming week. Now, because of the time of the year and the fact that there's an awful lot of moisture trapped around this low, I think our skies will stay cloudy for a good part of the week ahead. So lots of clouds and cool temperatures underneath that area of low pressure and its attendant circulation. You can see that with the Futurecast cloud projection. This is an in-house model projection that we can look at just the cloud cover forecast. This is pretty cool, and you can, at least through Tuesday, get a look at how that low is going to spin up from the south and southwest and how the cloud cover will remain locked in place in Missouri through the day on Tuesday. Now, some of our northern and western counties, if you're watching this up from, say, where Mad About Weather is located up there in Montgomery County or up into Lincoln and Pike counties in Missouri, you might get into some sunshine by afternoon on Tuesday. But most of the areas along and southeast of I-44 and Interstate 70 from Missouri into Illinois will stay in the clouds on Tuesday, and as a result, temperatures will hold in the 50s to maybe near 60 degrees here in the St. Louis area. So the Chris's Corner highlights that low will cut off to our south. That's going to keep the clouds with some sunshine at times, not so much tomorrow, but I think by Wednesday and Thursday we'll get a little bit more sunshine in here. As the low drifts back to the north, there will be some light showers possible really at any time during the week, but any rain that comes out of this will be light, nothing significant, and with the clouds in place, temperatures hold in the low 60s through much of the week ahead. One thing I want to remind folks about, coming up this weekend, the National Weather Service in St. Louis will be holding their open house. That's this Saturday, October the 27th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want more information on that, we have a link on the webpage. Go to myfoxstl.com, which is where you are right now because you're reading this, and under the blogs tab, which you are probably at right now also, you will see a special link with a link to the National Weather Service website for all the information, including a map of where you need to go. That's the latest with Chris's Corner this week. That big low pressure, the story of the week, should keep our skies cloudy with some sunshine at times and temperatures more like you'd expect for the last part of October.